I just downloaded the updates for JJKeller. It will no longer let you edit out a off-duty personal conveyance or a on-duty yard move, which means you cannot move the truck while you're in sleeper. It was the only way to move the truck. You had to edit it out, and you could change it back to sleeper, and your A2 split would calculate without being able to move the truck while you're in sleeper. You cannot do the A2 split. It won't calculate it. I'm going to test a few things like logging onto your phone and not being connected to a truck in case your situation requires them to move the truck that you're in the sleeper work for connections and things like that. But the editability of moving the truck, putting it in on-duty yard move or off-duty personal conveyance would ruin your sleeper time. And the way the computer was working, it had to see the correct conditions. You don't set any status or mode to tell it you're in sleeper. The log would see the correct conditions, the 8 hours in sleeper, the 2 hours in off duty, and it would do the calculation every time. So they took out that editability in this latest version of JJKeller. We'll see if there is workarounds that you can still do this with the truck being moved while you're in the sleeper. They want you in the sleeper for 8 hours, like come to work early 8 hours if you drive the short runs like we do. If you're on the road, you're going to be in the sleeper for real. But if you're not on the road, you might be home and going to work and editing the last 8 hours of your 34-hour break and change it to sleeper mode so the calculation would happen. And it was very, very, very helpful company-wise and also personal for these splits to happen. And if you had to move the truck, it was no big deal. You just put it in the on-duty yard move or personal conveyance, edit it out, put it back in sleeper, and the calculation would happen. That has changed.